It's almost gift-giving time, so whether you're offering suggestions or just treating yourself, let's take a look at some of your best choices in GMRS radios this holiday season. Hi, and welcome to the Gadget Talk channel, where we do reviews and how-tos on a variety of electronic gadgets that catch my eye. If you find this video helpful, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to the Gadget Talk channel. I really appreciate it. Pandemic lockdowns, chip shortages, and changes to licensing fees associated with the General Mobile Radio Service, or GMRS, seem to have had a big impact on the number of GMRS licensees. With the lifting of lockdowns, there have been a bunch of new GMRS radios released in 2022 and 2023. These radios cover a broad price range, but they have significant similarities and radio features. If you're thinking about getting into GMRS radio, or are just thinking about adding to or upgrading your GMRS radio capabilities, this video is for you. Nearly all recent GMRS radio releases have a common set of features I need to mention. These radios are FCC Part 95 certified. They have GMRS standard channels. They have do-it-yourself programmable GMRS channels, allowing you to have several channels on the same frequency with different CT-CSS or DCS codes. They have additional programmable receive-only channels and have output power in the 3.5 to 5 watt range. In fact, most of the features are nearly universal between radios, which means they're all quite capable. As we talk about some of the best in 2023, I'll mention some of the features that make the various radios stand out to one degree or another. Some, but not all, of the radios on this list were provided by sellers for reviews. Regardless, you'll be getting my honest opinion on the radios. The Gadget Talk channel also has reviews for many of these radios, so be sure to check the video description below for links to more in-depth coverage of some of these radios, and I'll link to the GMRS playlist on the end card to this video. Additionally, check out the link to my book, The New Operator's Guide to GMRS. It's available on Amazon and is a good resource for those of you who are new to GMRS. Okay, so let's get started. First on the list are the BaoFeng UV-15Pro and its sister radio, the Radioddity GM-30. These radios were released prior to 2022, but remain popular choices in the budget price range. I've got both of these radios, and they work well, and their low cost makes them easy to throw in the car or take along camping without being too concerned about damage or loss. The noteworthy features besides the common features I listed earlier are the 30 standard GMRS channels and DIY channels for additional repeater or user group channel using different CT-CSS and DCS codes. The radios have the ability to receive NOAA weather broadcasts, have dual band receivers that cover the VHF and UHF bands, and were some of the first radios to offer USB-C charging. At about $30, either of these radios would be a great place to start in GMRS or to add to a collection of pass-around radios for when the family goes camping or caravanning. Next on the list is the BaoFeng UV-9G. This radio is very similar to the UV-15Pro with the addition of a high intrusion protection score. For those new to this idea, IP scores are determined by the size of a droplet or particle that can penetrate the radio and the force under which it can penetrate. The UV-9G has an IP67 score, which means it will prevent very tiny particles from accessing the device inside the case and will do so under some pressure. In this case, the UV-9G can be submerged in up to 3 feet of water for 30 minutes without allowing water to penetrate the case. The tight fittings that allow the high IP score don't allow for USB charging. The final feature that sets the UV-9G apart from many GMRS radios is that it is programmable using the open source Chirp software in addition to BaoFeng's customer programming software. At about $45, it's a good choice for those needing a radio with solid water protection. One of the radios released in 2023 is the Tidradio H8 GMRS radio. I was one of several beta testers for this radio, and the H8 GMRS second generation radio is a better device than the radios I first tested at the beginning of the process. In fact, I purchased the second generation version to compare it to the first generation radio, which was already a pretty good choice. What sets the H8 apart feature-wise includes the expanded accessory assortment often found with Tidradio offerings, a color screen, USB charging, and built-in Bluetooth for app programming using the OD Master or Oddmaster app on your smartphone. As with other radios in this list, the H8 also has the 30 standard GMRS channels, additional DIY programmable channels for additional channels with differing CT/CSS and DCS codes, FM broadcast receive capability, NOAA weather channel reception, and a total of 199 programmable channels. Coming in at about $60, the H8 is a good value considering the dual band receive capability, Bluetooth programming, and total memory channels. At this point on the list, we're transitioning to a higher price point, and the brands are also changing. The WouXun KG-S88G GMRS radio comes in at about $139. The radio is available in a variety of colors and has the usual standard GMRS channels as well as DIY channels. The S88G has 400 programmable memory channels, a super heterodyne receiver, and an IP67 intrusion protection score. It's USB-C chargeable and is a bit smaller than some of the radios on this list. Unlike most of the radios on the list, the S88G is a single-band UHF-only radio. It's designed to provide excellent GMRS coverage, and since GMRS channels are in the UHF range, it does not have a VHF receive capability. Unless you have some specific need to monitor VHF frequencies, don't dismiss the S88G from your consideration. It's a fine radio. Next in this higher price category is the BTECH GMRS Pro. I haven't used this radio, so I'm going by features and reputation in the GMRS community. Besides the standard GMRS and DIY channels, the GMRS Pro has 180 programmable channels arranged in 6 banks. It's a dual-band radio, which means that it can receive in both the VHF and UHF bands. Like the Tidradio H8, it has built-in Bluetooth and a phone-based programming app. It also has a large color screen. What sets the GMRS Pro apart is its built-in GPS functionality. This feature allows you to display your position on a map, and using related capabilities, you can see where others nearby using GMRS radios are in relation to your position. You can also send short text messages and GPS position data to others in your group. Again, they have to be using a BTECH GMRS Pro radio. The current price for this radio is about $155. Last on our list of some of the best GMRS radios in 2023 is another radio by WouXun. It's the KG-935 Plus. This is another radio I'm including based on features and community reputation. I don't own one. The KG-935 Plus has a couple of noteworthy features in addition to all the standard features found on most GMRS radios. First on the list is a large color screen with 10 built-in color themes to choose from, and it has an IP66 intrusion protection score. This score indicates protection from high-pressure jets of water, but not submersion. It has 999 programmable channels in the VHF and UHF bands, as well as NOAA weather channels and weather alerts. If you are a prepper, this is definitely one of the radios you should be looking at. Let's wrap this up with a couple of closing comments and use cases for these radios. First, all the radios on the list are solid choices. The lowest price models are great for folks just getting into GMRS. They've got good all-around capabilities and solid performance. Obviously, if you plan on using your radio near water, the high IP score models will probably be among your best choices. For the serious SHTF prepper, the BTECH GMRS Pro or the WouXun KG-35 Plus should probably be at the top of your list. The dual band receive, NOAA weather, and USB charging from power blocks or small solar panels make these excellent choices for both urban preppers as well as off-gridders. Well, there you have it. My choices for the best GMRS radios here at the end of 2023. I'll have some related videos linked over here as well as in the video description below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching.